Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's CruachanKeith here and today I am playing the Stanley parable. Let's take a look. Alrighty, so the Stanley parable, a lot of people recommended this to me. I've read a lot about it. People saying it's an anti-game, whatever the fuck that means. Like, is it an uncle game? No, what they mean is it's like it goes against all gaming conventions and tropes that you would regularly see in a game or something. I don't know. Should we play it? Let's take a look. Apparently there's a lot of narrative in it. There's a guy talking a lot, so I probably won't speak too much. I'm very, very sorry, and I know you'll be very disappointed. So here we go. The Stanley parable. Look at this right on the title screen. I think this is really cool. When I move the mouse, it moves on the little screen on there, and also on the tiny little screen in the background, and probably for infinity. So yeah, thought that was cool. So we're going to click on begin the game. Begin the game. End is never the end is never the end. The end is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
That's me. But I'm Keith.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
427. Got it.
Employee number 427's job was simple. Yeah. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
I hate
people
that make games that don't work in offices and think that this is what it's like working in an office. Like that, it's not like that. I work at a desk. I use a computer.
Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Okay.
And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
It's gone a bit wonky.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
What is it?
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Jeez,
no one had showed up to give him instructions.
Just set me stopwatch.
Or even say hi.
20
Never
minutes
in
on the
all his
DSLR,
years
you know
at the
all
company had this happened. This complete
There's nobody there.
Something was very clearly wrong.
It's glitching a bit on me.
Frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. Can I do anything? I can crouch. Where's the narrative?
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started.
There it is.
And if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
What? They're old IBM computers. Okay. Interesting. Will I try everything? No, maybe not. I want to jump up onto the desk. Actually, I want to pull a gun out and just start shooting the place up. Okay, let's leave it. Picture! It's like Wicklow, County Ireland. Haha, Wicklow, County Ireland! Haha! It's like I'm drunk. Oh, nothing. I can do nothing. Can I get in there? No. Oh, that did something, did it? I'm sure at some point it gets good. So far it's crap. It kind of looks a bit crappy. I like the picture. Oh god. Oh god. I'm bored.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, so that's kind of what the game is about. So the narrator wants me to go to the left. I'm obviously going to go to the right. And I guess you can come back and replay this and see what happens when you go to the left. Okay, let's go to the right and see what happens.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, let's do that. I'm gonna skip this light. I'm gonna skip all the doors. Fuck that. Fuck you, doors. 449. What's there? Hello? Where is everybody?
Ah, yes. Truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, this is brilliant. I'm definitely not gonna take it. You fuck you, open door on the left.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not lie. If you're lying right now, stop. Brilliant. I don't... Okay, so the objective is get to the employee lounge. What is this? Maybe it's like the office, the English office. It's a paper warehouse or something. Okay. Who's shutting the doors behind me? That's what I want to know.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Who?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Oh.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Who the fuck is she?
She's been waiting.
Okay. Obviously that wasn't there then. Door shuts behind me. That's spooky. Is it meant to be scary? We'll find out soon enough. Oh, very dark. Fear. Oh yeah.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To
What is
reach out
going
to
on?
her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Oh, let's try and plug it out.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh,
Yeah.
goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No,
That's
that wasn't
brilliant.
supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
Brilliant.
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music
What?
comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not
What's
picking up the
going
phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand.
I've got to
How on earth are you
replay
making
all of
meaningful
this
choices?
in another
What did you...
bloody level.
Wait a second.
or
Did
video.
I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it.
What?
How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
What?
I can't
What's going on?
believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
That is
Please
cool.
observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice.
It's actually a video.
It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous.
Oh my
For
God.
example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice.
Yes.
He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations.
That's a good
Or
choice.
he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Oh God, this is bizarre. Okay, let's practice. What do I do?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best path to a healthy decision-making process.
Did that go glitchy
Most
glitch?
medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant.
Well, that's
and the
true.
feeling should
Isn't it?
subside.
That is true.
At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Bring it on.
Ah, welcome back.
Wow.
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago.
Oh my
and see
God.
what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay. Wait. Can I plug this back in? I guess not. What if I answer the phone now? No. What if I drive a forklift truck? Okay, let's just go with the flow. Can I run? I am running. Mr. Narrator, tell me what I do. Go on here.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
Will I
That
die?
story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Okay. But there is no jump. Maybe there's a keyboard? No, there's no jump. There is no jump. Let's just go back. Does he send me back to the double door room?
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We're obviously going to the door on the right. Ding!
No! Why did you do that? Quickly,
Wow.
hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
I'm thinking I'm going to have to go into the door on the left. Ah, boo. Ah, boo. Apu. Apu hasn't been a petal on. That kind of sucks. That's just taking me right out of it because I have to go into the door on the left if I want the story to continue. Or do I? Maybe... No. It's bullshit! Come on, narrator, do something. Okay, I have to go into the door on the left. Boring. You happy?
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
Okay.
I have to.
Go for it. Oh. Game over? Is it? Was that the Stanley parable? No. The fuck?
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are.
This is so cool.
My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see?
I did it for the people watching in the YouTube
how important it was to be like Stanley.
I'm sorry.
He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
Maybe he'll play it again and do everything that he says.
You had it.
No, I hadn't.
There's a world outside of you. You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
I kind of want to go and do the story. What's going on?
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
That was the end.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, so it must be right back at the good decision point. So going to leave it there for this first video. Definitely going to come back to this because it's absolutely weird. Leave a like. Please subscribe if you haven't. See you on the next video. If you like that video and if you like what I do on the channel, please leave a like and please subscribe because it helps very much. Thank you.